Okay, now we go to the central square where we end the tour. It will be a 5-minute walk, the last walk. Please move, more people are waiting for us.
We've got a declaration now, or statement that we'd like to read out. Read out in English by Simon Cray from War on What?
This is called For a Just Transition for All. Change is coming to tax havens in 2009. The financial sector will be more regulated. The question is no longer if, but when. The momentum for change has been created by a global banking crisis, the like of which has never been seen before. Tax havens and people who benefit from them, banks and financial speculators, were at the centre of that crisis. As Gordon Brown said to the US Congress last week, how much safer would everyone's savings be if the whole world finally came together to outlaw shadow banking systems and to outlaw offshore tax havens? We are here to say three things about the coming changes. The first is that greater regulation will mean more transparency, improving coordination and more international cooperation. We recognise that this could have consequences for economies like Jersey. It could reduce the size of their financial sectors. Jersey needs to be prepared. The second is this should not be about Jersey or a handful of states on a blacklist. It should be about systemic change. Bilateral agreements such as those Jerseys have just signed with the UK and France are not enough. We need a global agreement that treats all countries and territories equally and establishes a minimum standard for international tax cooperation. Many of us here today represent development organisations. We believe that this global agreement must be one that finally allows developing countries to get hold of the information they need from other jurisdictions so that they can stop the tax evasion that costs them hundreds of billions of dollars each year. Money which could be spent on schools, hospitals and poverty relief. The third thing we want to say is to encourage Jersey to recognise the changed position and begin to engage with the transition that a new changed economy and what it requires. We're willing to help you with that. We want to engage with the authorities in Jersey, elsewhere, to discuss how the inevitable transition to a new economic structure will occur. The big challenge for tax havens is whether they embrace the opportunities that change will create and use them in a way that benefits all their populations, or whether they resist it to the detriment of everyone. If this process of change is managed for everyone, that means the transition will be more than just a transition from one level of regulation to another. It will be a transformative change to the structure of Jersey's economy.